Like a moth to a flame, it pulls us in. Next thing we know, we're in a now bear's den. Tomorrow, I know it all begins again. But where we're needed, we will go. And I'll roll the dice. Haven't you heard? The heroes have returned. Haven't you heard? The heroes have returned.
Everybody in chat can hear you.
Can they hear the rest of
Can they
you?
hear us? I don't know.
Hello?
I
Can
don't
you hear
know.
us?
I'm.
Yay.
It's better now. It's better now.
Can you hear me?
That was weird.
Give me a thumbs up, internet.
Hooray!
You know? See, that's too bad because I just gave away the code for Lifetime Idol Champions access, like right there.
Yeah, you know.
Man, just wasn't meant to be. You know?
Should have taken the observant feat.
The
Read
entire
it.
chat.
Exactly. Yeah, I was contractually obligated to say it once. Yes, hello, welcome, Heroes of the Plains. Before we get started, it's just, it's an apocalypse, but this is like our 4th or 5th apocalypse. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Quick word from our sponsors. Sirenscape, because epic games need epic sound. Idol Champions. Again, you get your Idol Champions chest code here in chat. Tailspire. Once again, we're giving away a set of 5 Tailspire licenses, so you and your entire group can play, which is super dope. It's still very highly rated on the Steam store. I highly recommend it. I'm a big fan of it. And tonight, which we have 2 very important points of clarification. The Tailspire giveaway is starting right now. I'm sure Meagan, in her seamless fluidity, boom, it's already going on. But tonight is our last Hero Forge giveaway for a while, which will be happening at the middle of the show here. So you're definitely going to want to hang around, make sure you enter into the Hero Forge drawing, because it's going to be the last time you can get one here, at least for a little bit. So we'll see. Make sure you're around to enter in. And also to watch our glorious triumph, because everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm just saying, can do a lot of smiting with 2 arms and a lot of spell slots. So with that being said, before we dive in, speaking of a lot of smiting, let's start with Adam. You are muted, sir.
So muted. Our producer had a heart attack right there. Hi, I am Adam Bradford. I am the CDO here at Demiplane, and I play Briv Steelmarrow. You can find me on Twitter at BadEyeAdam. Lots and lots of things going on right now that can't quite talk about yet. But hey, who knows? What's going to happen in the future. Looking forward to all of it, and very much so looking forward to playing and completely dominating and poning, as the kids say, these demons tonight.
I don't believe any kids say that anymore, but okay.
Oh.
Really? Did you just say that, poning? Oh.
I don't know.
Right. Well, let's go all the way
maybe
back.
the 30-year-olds of today.
Yep.
How's it going, my fellow kids?
It's true. Yep. Jen.
Oh. What?
Nope. Something happened?
I don't know. Are we still live?
I hope we're live. Are we not live? This is Asmodeus trying to stop us. He won't. It's not going to
I would
work.
like to remind you that most good streams either have technical difficulties and or a cat. And thus, we've had our technical difficulties.
And thus, I could just go in the house and get the cats if that is the offering to the old gods that will keep us like.
Have you not noticed it's always technical difficulties and or a cat? And here
That's
we
true.
go. You should have
That's
brought
true.
the cat at the beginning of the stream.
Okay,
It's-
sorry,
yeah,
Jen. Sorry,
I,
Jen.
I take total responsibility. Yes, please, Jen.
Good. Hello. Hi. I'm Jen Kretchmer. You can find me on Twitter as @DreamWisp. You can find me streaming on Twitch as DreamWispJen. You can find me tomorrow night over on Together Studios, TWO Gather Studios, or the D&D Twitch, with Keith Baker and Eberron on Fugue State. And then on Friday, we have a really fantastic event. Satine Phoenix is DMing for us. We have Brian Posehn, Blind Temple, me, a bunch of other fantastic friends. This weekend, we are going to be doing a big charity event for Everyone Games. You can find them on Everyone Games 2 on Twitch at noon Pacific. So please tune in. It's going to be a blast. So I'm really, really excited about that. We've been sitting on that for a while. That's all for now, I think.
There's always something more. Hope.
Hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheHopeLaVelle. I am a motion capture performer by day, D&D enthusiast by night and by day. And you can also listen to me play some more D&D if you like podcasts on Attackers of Opportunity, wherever you can find podcasts.
You capture our emotions every time.
Oh,
So.
boo.
Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on Twitter as OboLauren. You can find me here right now. I'm not doing any fire spells because I still don't have a holy symbol, but that's okay because we're fighting a bunch of demons. I probably shouldn't have any fire spells for the demons, so it's going to be fine.
Sacred Flame. B. Dave Walters. I'm the creative director here at Demiplane, and you can find me wherever fine streaming content can be located. This past weekend was on D&D Celebration during the DM Challenge, playing along with Jen and a bunch of great people. Did a panel with Todd and Mark Meir and Abria talking about dragons and how to implement them at your table. Did a game on Sunday called The Dungeon and the Dragon with Matt Lillard, Deborah Ann Wall, Patrick Rothfuss, Todd Stashwick, and Alicia Marie. That was kind of bananas. So check out the VOD of that one. And I turn it over to Todd to explain why we are 30 to 45% less amazing without Meagan, and take us in.
Yeah, sadly, Meagan is not making the show today. She is feeling a little unwell, so I am missing my better half and certainly my little half. So, yeah. So she will be missed. I'm Todd
I
Kenreck.
got grief for the poning. Wow.
Yep. Well, because you were out of time.
You know, I'm just
Captain
to
This whole
me,
show's about time travel. What are you talking about?
to me, all this means is that Widdle's going to survive, ergo the plot survives if we all die horribly.
Just make sure one of us is missing.
That's it.
No one can be fully
I mean,
dead.
if we've got to have someone survive, having the dump here, like
Yep.
still up and kicking, is not necessarily a bad plan.
You want the half vampire, half werewolf, the werepeer to be alive.
Hashtag designated survivor. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't be a TPK if she survives. Yeah.
Accurate. Okay. So yeah, I'm Todd Kenreck. I talk to D&D folks about D&D things. That's what I do. So that's my primary thing. I got to be on a wonderful panel with B. Dave and Abria where we talked about dragons at length with Mark Meir as well. It was a lot of fun because we're obsessed, and that was great. And there are a bunch of other things coming out, but they haven't come out yet. So again, I apologize. And by the way, I want you to know I have a beard. I have a beard. The beard is back. You're going to see videos where I don't have a beard. I am so sorry about time travel. I apologize. It's going to be happening for 3 months from now. You'll keep on seeing no beard Todd. You can stop DMing me.
Wait, does that make this the evil twin, though? Because, like, science fiction has taught me to not trust the one with facial hair.
Yeah, typically, but I don't trust me without a beard. Like, something like no, not that guy. Yeah, so previously on Heroes of the Plains, let's make it really short. Suddenly you had a run-in with Asmodeus. He showed up again. You asked him to leave, rightfully so. You found out that all of Waterdeep was destroyed against the Phoenix's will, and the Phoenix was set free by Orkira Ildrex. However, at this moment, there were lots of prayers suddenly heard specifically by Briv Steelmarrow from people in Theros. And you decided to take all of Storm Herald and teleport there. And that is when you realized that there was a massive portal to some sort of dimension where demons were pouring out of that portal into the ocean and attacking the nearby city in Theros. And it is at this moment that Briv Steelmarrow ran up to the very highest pier of Storm Herald, while B Dave, as Freely, decided to plug the hole with the flying castle that is Storm Herald, as you do, and succeeded. Briv decided to jump into the pool of all the demons, and all the demons swelled to meet him. And I need everyone to roll initiative as you fight an ocean of demons.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It'll be totally okay.
Yeah.
All of the ocean around you, by the way, is, though it's no longer sinking and swirling into this portal, you kind of feel the heat from wherever this other dimension is boiling the water all around you. And Penelope Half-Pint is flying above the castle at this moment as a giant eagle as well. And there's just like steam erupting all over Storm Herald. And Widdle is on one of the turrets, cackling maniacally. The turret itself is much bigger than Widdle, but thankfully it's automated, and she's just blasting into the demons as well. And we need that initiative.
That is a
And
25 for
Check.
me.
The only person I'm missing is Briv.
Okay.
And
perfect.
I've got a 7, so I'm on the other end of the
I've
party.
got you as a 10.
Yeah, but I'm a -3 for everything right now, so yeah. Also, I did get off my holy aura before.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when we're on Storm Herald,
Yeah,
don't we get a bonus too?
It
We
is
gotta-
blessed. I think you have a permanent bless from Storm Herald by being on
So
it.
it's saving throws and attack rolls. Yeah, never mind.
We do extra D4.
So saving throws and attack rolls, though, not.
Okay.
It's not guidance. Guidance would.
I'll take the
I
saving roll. The
I
saving
didn't-
throws.
I didn't just plug the hole to the abyss. I plugged it with a consecrated vessel.
That
Mm.
is true. Not the way I
And-
thought that was going to be used.
With a consecrated vessel and a lot of Whittle's chewing gum. And
Yep,
Sophia's chewing gum.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's how I get them. They never see it coming. That's how I get them. Also, technically, again, just to make sure everything's on the same page, Orkira is holding the Phoenix Staff because she took it to cast her spell, so it is in her possession currently.
I actually give it back to you after I
Oh,
cast it.
did you? Okay, all right.
Because
great.
I can't use it except for casting Holy Aura. So I took it and I did the thing and then I gave it back to you. Not that it's
Perfect.
going to be good for either of us, as it's fire stuff.
You know, we're gonna make it work though. Gonna make it work.
It's hard
Yeah.
times. It's hard times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I am rolling initiative for the demons.
A whole ocean of
they
them.
could,
So
they could hold their action. They could just sit it out.
yeah.
Yeah, no, as you do.
So while he rolls 3 billion initiative, just to remind everybody what you've got from the Holy Aura, you're all shedding dim light in a 5-foot radius. You have advantage on all saving throws. Other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. And when a fiend or undead hits you, hits an afflicted creature with a melee attack, the aura flashes a brilliant light. They must make a Constitution saving throw or be blinded until the spell ends, which is a minute. So,
Oh, wow.
so if anyone hits you, they gotta talk to me.
All right. So,
Excellent.
Briv, you're still descending, and lightning has just struck Briv, and Briv is just glowing as he's become a lightning rod of the gods themselves. As he's sinking down towards this entire swarm of demons.
Nice.
But Freely is going to go first, as that is happening in slow motion for dramatic effect.
As I'm seeing Briv descending down over this cloud and at the edge of Storm Herald, down at the ground where it looks like he's gonna land, I would like to deploy a new spell, Confusion.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which, hang on, let me just double check. Yeah. as
Don't
far
hit me.
no, I sit on the ground underneath you. Yeah. As far as I can tell, this is not actually a charm effect. It's just I have a chance to just mess with their minds. So need a wisdom save of every creature in a 10-foot radius.
All right,
Which
give me 20 minutes.
I was about to say, you know what I mean? Like I'll do it hard mode. You can break it up in like 1 or 2, like whatever. Like I'll gamble.
What's the DC?
Need to beat a 19.
Oof.
I love the fact that I myself am not capable of beating a wisdom 19, but I'm capable of inflicting a wisdom 19.
And what does confusion do?
So I apologize, Dungeon Master, because it is a little complicated.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it up.
Each round, you gotta roll a d10. And pending what happens in the d10, they will either move in a yes, it's one of those. They'll either move in a random direction, do literally nothing, or attack a random creature up to and including each other, or they can act only on a 9 or 10 does nothing bad happen. So this is pretty good for me no matter what.
This is because this is for me making Jasmine handle mirror image.
Yep. It's super.
So this is full circle.
You presented me with a literal ocean of fireproof enemies, so I can't fireball them. I can confuse a lot of them though.
Okay. And so when I roll 1d10, what does that determine again? I got an 8. They failed.
The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach, so they turn on each other.
Wow.
What does this look like when you cast a spell on demons, already famous for being pure chaos?
I just see Briv coming down. I'm like, hey, you guys, fight each other. And they do it. I'm like, I can't believe that worked. Briv, Penelope, it worked. They did it. I just told them you get. Oh, okay, yeah.
The pure horror of it as well is you all see Tiny freely on the edge of Storm Herald go fight each other. And as he moves his hands, the swarms of demons move like his hands, and they just collide right underneath Briv Steelmarrow, and they start just tearing each other's limbs off and biting each other's throats out. And it's just the demons are just murdering each other underneath Briv at this moment.
And I just
even some passerbyers in like griffins flying over is like, that's a lot.
I just hold up my fist and I'm like, get him, buddy. And that is it for me.
Demon Iker is just spraying now like rain. And that brings us to Penelope Half-Pint, the giant eagle.
Yeah. Penelope is sweeping in and grabbing demons and flying them up really high and dropping them. I don't know how much I can do in a turn, but Penelope's plan is to kind of distinguish, like, is there like a leader of this horde? Is there something going on, a bigger creature she could grab?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Right, I shall do this thing. It's a big ol' 6.
We're halflings of action, not perception.
Not that you can see right away. No. But you don't have any advantage for being a giant eagle or anything like that?
Ooh.
I mean, it's called eagle-eyed for a reason.
Not that I know of. I forgot to pull up the sheet. I forgot that it was a giant
You're
eagle.
totally fine. You know what? I'm giving you advantage, so it's happening. So.
Oh, snap. Okay, don't mess this one up, Penelope. No!
On brand.
For
On brand.
the audience at home, that is a nat 1.
Yeah, you can.
But
you, can
you
make
are
it
a halfling.
Ah, does that mean I get another roll?
Mm-hmm. Halfling luck.
Yeah.
We'll just
it
keep
does.
rolling until you win. That's the goal.
Is that the game? Is that how?
Yeah.
Is this the game called Penelope Wins?
Just roll until
It's
Penelope
everyone's
wins.
favorite game.
The victory of one Penelope Half-Pint.
Review.
Gather round to kill the tail.
Okay, that's a 14. It's as good as it's gonna get.
Okay, yeah, you at this moment, maybe by the act of observing itself, you see all these kind of shadowy demons, twisted, kind of almost like rotted flesh, swarming around, and then you see a red glow under the water, and that's when you see the most demon-y demon you've ever seen. Just large black wings, all red, horns and a fiery whip and a flaming sword as a Baylor comes erupting out of the ocean, flying towards you.
Great, I'm gonna meet it. Bam! Let's go.
Okay.
Go time.
You head towards the Baylor.
Can
You
I
have
reach it in
advantage
this-
on all your attacks against it.
Oh, really? Yes.
Everyone gets
Okay.
tense.
Can I reach it?
You can.
Okay, then I'm gonna go for a multi-attack here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go for my beak attack, which is a 24 to hit. Which I guess I'll do advantage, 22 to hit. Okay.
That hits.
I'm wrong. It's not that you have advantage. It's other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. My bad.
Fair enough. Still 24. If that hits, then oops. Sorry. 1d6 plus 3. That'll be 8 points of piercing damage. And then I'm going in with my talons, clawing at this thing for a 19 to hit.
I don't know if you ever partook of Demon Ichor, but you got a little bit of Demon Ichor in you at this moment.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
That's-
Just barely.
That's just 6 points of slashing damage. But I'm distracting it.
You are like you all see this great eagle that is Penelope Half-Pint circling around, and they're kind of like just in kind of like a death lock, I imagine, of that death grip of just flying around each other, almost like Gandalf and the Balrog kind of happening right now, and just fire and the whip and the whole thing is happening. And how much was that damage again? That last one?
6.
6. Yeah, this thing seems pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty tough. All right, and is that your attack?
Yep, that is everything I will do this round.
Perfect. And now we move. Alyndra and Orkira, there is suddenly another thunderclap in the sky, and you see a figure about 10 feet tall riding something. Like it's just like basically just rays of light open up as the clouds crack open. And you've never seen anything like this in all your time in Theros or anywhere else. It clearly feels quite divine in nature, but this kind of armored figure that is about 10 feet tall on top of this giant, strange, animalistic steed with giant wings, with a flaming sword, just kind of erupts out of the heavens and is coming in so fast it breaks the sound barrier. And this causes the clouds to part. Briv, you descend upon these demons, most of which are devouring each other right beneath you.
Okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you are not at 0 hit points, correct?
No. Does it
Okay.
say that I am?
It's telling me you are, and that you're 16th level.
No. I'm
Okay.
17th level, and I should have 132 hit points.
Uh-oh.
Of my, 'cause when we level up, I assume we don't get a long rest, right? So
You
it
did.
just needs to. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let me go on and click that and see if it updates on your side, because now I have 191 hit points.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
So,
I'm just going to add it.
and so basically, at this point in time, as I am descending, because I assume it was a long way, I see Big Briv off in the distance. About how far away is Big Briv from me at this point?
Big Briv, I mean, you know, things in your rear view mirror are, you know, closer than they appear.
Yeah.
So really not that far.
Okay.
Like Big Briv is very close.
Do I sense any kind of connection?
You do immediately sense a connection to Big
Yeah.
Briv. Yes, you do. In fact, something harmonizes inside the metal in your body to. People have been worshiping this colossus, much in the way that they worship you and the things that you've done, and not worship as a god necessarily, but just as a hero that helped save Theros.
Okay. I have no idea what this confusion spell is actually going to do. So, I mean, I would attack. I don't know if it breaks on attack or not, but he absolutely would. And so he is going to, you know, somehow he senses new power within himself from the last time that we left to when he jumped down, and with his newly minted 5th level spell slot, as he lands on the mound of demons. I'm trying to get down into them as far as I can, where I can have them on top of me and everything too. So in other words, I'm trying to surround myself with as many demons as I can within 30 feet of me.
Got you.
Okay.
You all see Briv Steelmarrow fall and get sucked into the sea of demons, and his shining armor and kind of his radiance just disappears under the wave of demons that are already eating each other. And he appears to be falling.
The music comes down for a moment, and the air is pregnant, waiting for what is going to happen. And then I am going to cast Destructive Wave.
Okay.
And that is going to do 10d6 damage to anybody within 30 feet. And half of that is radiant if it matters. Tell me if it matters, and I can track it separately.
It's radiant and what else?
Radiant and force.
Yeah, they're not saving against that. Yeah.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying is...
you're wondering if it does extra. Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, so, all right, 10d6. And also, they need to make a Constitution saving throw. 18 is the DC. Or they are knocked prone in the middle of the ocean.
I believe we call this attack Oblivion.
Mhm.
Ooh, big money. Big money. All right, so that is 22 points of radiant damage and 18 points of the force damage.
Okay, say one more time for me. I apologize.
22 radiant,
Okay.
18 force.
That entire cluster explodes. Like just shining light erupts in this kind of mountain of demons that were already eating each other, and then you just explode all of them. And they are just ashes descending. But more demons rise up from the ocean as you do so.
At this point in time, do I get the sense, can I use a bonus action to try to communicate, interface with the Big Briv?
Yes.
What I'm attempting to do is I'm basically trying to telepathically, and Briv puts his finger, and he thinks that since it's so big this time, he puts both fingers on his temples, and he thinks really, really hard. And he essentially is wanting Big Briv to take one step forward and scoop him up out of the ocean and just raise him up. And as that happens, Briv is just going and he's just yelling battle cries as he's coming up out of the ocean.
The giant colossus that is Briv Steelmarrow, which is like the size of a skyscraper, kneels down and picks you up. And as it puts you in its hand and you look up at your own steel visage, you realize that this is your avatar.
Briv notes for one of the first times in his life, and he actually probably says this over the telepathic bond. He's like, "Oh, that's weird," and then, and basically he is starting with any movement I might have left or whatever else. I'm crawling up the arm, and I'm about to, ride this thing's shoulder.
All right, it pops you onto its shoulder immediately.
All right.
Okay, that's your turn. And you had a rough go of it. Penelope, you get attacked. The Baylor that you are currently in a flying battle at this moment, you've been pecking at it and slashing at it. It strikes you with its sword. What's your armor class?
14.
It hits.
I rolled to disbelieve.
It stabs you. You take 10 piercing damage. And you take another 11 points of... that's not right. Of fire damage.
Okay.
It's actually lightning damage. I apologize.
And they had disadvantage on those attacks, right?
They did.
Okay.
Probably not going to matter when they have a 18 attack bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And does a 22 hit as well?
Chunk.
Yeah.
This is all happening more than 30 feet away from me, right? Because they're flying.
It is.
Okay, right.
Hey, I need that Baylor to make a saving throw. I'm sorry. Yeah, Penelope goes with bright light. I needed to make a Constitution saving throw
nice.
DC 20.
And unfortunately, I have foreseen this moment. It gets a 3 on the die.
Okay, it misses.
It It's not okay. So it's blinded until the spell ends.
Okay.
Ooh.
Disadvantage.
Wait, automatically there's no save?
That was
No,
the save. The
but she
Constitution
made-
saving
made
throw.
it.
Oh,
I
I
gotcha,
intervened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
This is my 8th level spell happening. So
Wait, actually, what's the saving throw it would need to hit?
it's a Constitution saving throw DC 20.
You know what? I'll use my 14, not my 3.
Does that still save?
It might have a higher con.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use the 3 then. It's fine. It's what I said first
Yeah.
anyway.
It's probably got
Okay.
a pretty chunky
All
con
right, so the
bonus.
second hit, the second attack did hit though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was not stopped. All right. You get hit for 22 slashing damage and 15 points of lightning damage.
22 and 15. Penelope pops back into bush form. And she's gonna, on her turn, she'll be clinging onto him. She's not gonna try to drop.
I think
Freely,
it's your humanoid form,
Mhm.
but I love the bush form.
right in front of you, out of the ocean, another Baylor erupts
All right,
and
let's do
lands on top of Storm Herald above you.
Yeah.
It does move into your area. Does that do anything for you?
Not automatically.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Actually, let me double check something here. Sorry, I don't believe so, but
No, I don't think Sentinel.
yeah. No,
Pop
Sentinels if it attacks somebody else. Yep.
It strikes you with a whip made out of pure flame, and does a 33 hit?
It would if I didn't use luck to force him to re-roll it.
Also, did you roll? Also, did he roll with disadvantage?
Yep. Let me do that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Nope. Valid. And that's a 34.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Nope.
natural 20.
Nope.
Yay,
I'm gonna use my luck to force a re-roll. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna do it one more time. Let's hope it doesn't get worse.
Mhm.
Does a 19 hit?
Not because I'm gonna put my shield up.
I just like imagine Freely's like just messing with fate, like no, no.
A little to the left. A
Yeah.
little bit forward in time. A little bit backward in time.
Yep.
Yep. It's a miss. It's a miss. It does slap its whip one more time, trying to strike you.
Okay.
Oh, and that is a 32.
That's gonna get through.
Is that with disadvantage?
Let me do it again. You're right. I'm a bad DM today.
Hey,
They-
listen,
they-
you
they
got
got
an
some
army
stuff.
of demons. I just have to
Yep.
continue to say, was that a disadvantage?
They got some chunky pluses, so I don't take it personal.
You take 18 points of slashing damage.
If that hit, then I need a Constitution saving throw DC 20.
All right, and then you take 7 points only of fire damage.
Yeah. But
And it's a it's a 7. Oh, I thought it was a 1. So 13. I think the 13 fails. I can't believe it.
Yep,
Yep.
both Baylors are now blinded.
Yeah, just this radiant light just fills both of these Baylor's eyes at the moment, and of course thank you so much, Lauren Urban. That means they automatically fail any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against that creature have advantage, and the creature now has disadvantage on all of its attack rolls. And now we are at Orkira Ildrex.
Okay, so Lauren was having a lot of fun there, but Orkira is slightly panicked. Especially as there's not much she can do. There's a Baylor on Storm Herald.
Yep.
mhm.
Right?
Well-
Yeah. It's like pounding at Freely with a whip, and you see this shield around Freely just getting slapped over and over again.
Yeah. Okay. So there's not much I can do against this thing. At the moment. How far away from Freely and the Baylor am I?
Oh, you can close the distance easy.
Oh, I don't want to. I just want to know how far away I am. No, you misunderstand.
No, I got it. But it almost sounds like the most cowardly thing ever, and it was the best.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
no.
concentrating. I can't do very much. I would like to not be in melee. I'm figuring some stuff out. How far away am I, approximately?
I will say you're about 20 feet away from Freely.
Okay, I'd like to move 30. And while I'm doing that, I want to take a look around. So you said there was some divine being dropping from the heavens on a Pegasus of some sort. What is this?
Go ahead and this is not really a passive perception thing. This is a regular perception thing. So go ahead and do that.
All right.
And give me a religion check, actually. Because you see it. I just need a religion check.
May I roll on this as well?
It's not. Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. So
Religion
my
or religion on this?
Yeah, religion.
Oh. Okay, so I gave you a perception check, an active perception check, and that's a 33. I have a sense that Alyndra just rolled really well on the religion check, but I'll give you one of those too.
Yeah, it was a natural 20, and so it's a 31.
Okay.
Nice. My religion is a 10.
Ouch. Okay.
So I see this creature, I study this creature, I can smell this creature, but it's 10 religion.
Well, because Alyndra, you've had previous relations with someone from Theros, and you have researched a lot. No, let's not.
Why you gotta bring him up? I'm trying really hard. I'm
Yeah,
doing much better now. I'm
Are
fine.
we talking about the Kraken? Is that Theros, or-
Point of clarification.
That was Penelope
the
who
town
got
of
close to
Krakenfall in Valheim.
Oh, okay.
This is Theros. I know. Lots
There
of
have been
things
so
are next to
many
water.
places with water.
So many places with water. It could be Seattle. We don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's on. It gets closer. It's a little bit confusing because it seems to be flying on some type of flying bull that has extra horns, and it's kind of orangish and has a white belly. And this thing has like these massive horns on its helm. This humanoid figure with this burning, flaming sphere. And you've heard of this legend, but this was considered to be complete, purely lore, never experienced, never seen in Theros. Is an archon of falling stars. Archons should not be part of this world anymore. Some have speculated that they moved on to another plane of existence. Some have been extremely negative for the world of Theros, and some were once perhaps protectors, but they are almost like godlike, well, angelic-like beings that once existed here. And that's what you know.
And I don't know what they would do here with their.
I mean, does my perception checks have any idea of where
I feel like they're going to throw
this
down.
guy's headed?
Some are
Hopefully do it
incredibly
good, yeah.
evil. This one in particular is very well known for absolute belief in the betterment of the world. Not all of them are, but this one is.
Okay. Probably a friend. And I'm gonna, with that perception check, to Baelor's army of darkness, the probably friend. Anything else we need to be worried about?
Yeah, there's a third Baelor coming out of the ocean.
Okay. I will alert everybody in the call. Third Baelor. Oh, they're just popping out everywhere. Okay. I'm gonna hold my action until someone needs healing.
Wow. Okay. We are on Alyndra.
Well, for what it's worth, Freely actually is not insignificantly wounded already. I do not have.
Oh, okay.
I evade damage. I don't deal with it well when it actually catches me.
Okay, all right. Then knowing that.
Yeah, I've seen your com bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too. I was not happy about that either.
I mean,
okay.
It's like a heart.
Everything.
Yeah. Freely, next time you get blessed by the gods, can you get blessed with like, you need to eat some more and like get a little bit stronger because this is not good.
I just mind controlled an ocean of demons. Come on.
And I'm very proud of you, and you need to like chunk up a bit more because, jeez. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop a. You know what? If that's the case, I will move behind Freely, so that he's in between me and the Baelor, and I will drop a healing, cure wounds on him. I'll get you that number in a second.
Okay, perfect. Alyndra, what are you doing?
I look out at the sea of creatures, and I would like to get rid of these large demons. I think they're a problem. So I will cast Banishment. I will upcast Banishment, so that I can get both of them to 5th level, please. So it is a Charisma 19 saving throw.
And how many are you able to target with this?
We have 2 Baylors, correct?
You have 3 Baylors.
3 Baylors.
One's on the other side. You got the one on Storm Herald.
Yep.
1 second.
Yeah, one actively engaged with Penelope, one actively engaged with Freely, and one that has yet to engage.
Okay.
Yep.
And also, Freely, you got 20 health back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I'm only going to be able to take out one other because I think it's smart to. This is what I think is the good plan.
I trust your plans
for now. Yes. So I will go ahead and try and take them out. So yes, charisma 19.
We can get rid of the other one the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Charisma saving throw, and you're hitting 2 of them with this? Sorry,
yes, correct.
I had some interference in my headphones, and that is an 18
Fail.
and a 12.
Fail. Farewell.
And
to
they
the
do not
Baylors.
have legendary resistance.
Mhm.
They have
Ooh.
advantage on saving throws against spells.
Except at this moment, the blinded.
They are blinded, so
They have
it's a
disadvantage.
push.
yeah. So it's
Even
even.
money. Even, yep.
So Freely, you're just
Yeah.
you're just getting wailed on. Like your shield is like, wow, shield's supposed to be a little bit more effective than this. It starts like the magic itself starts cracking around you, as clearly seeing its other demon brethren suddenly like fighting each other has upset the Baylor, and it's made you very angry
Poor
at
fella.
you. How do you banish?
I look at them and I look at the sea of chaos and I can see all of the creatures battling one another and tearing one another to shreds. And I see where we can shift the weave, shift the fabric of reality, and sort of form almost a bubble where I can grab them and pull them back into the places from whence they came.
Those Baylors just pop out of existence.
Excellent. In addition, I would like to use my Staff of Fate, using my bonus action, and use Altered Outcome, which means I am going to give one of the staff's charges to Briv. Briv, you now have a D4, which you can add to one ability check, attack roll, damage roll, or saving throw before the start of my next turn. So you need to use it the way you use a Bardic Inspiration.
So technically, this is better than like a bless.
You can choose
And
what you do with
Thou
this.
didst give it to me.
This time, yes.
Very well.
I figured you were. It looks like you're about to do something. Just did that big explosion. Also, hello.
So, just to be clear, of the 3 Baylors, which is the one that is still left?
The one that starts coming up out of the ocean behind Orkira.
All right. So Penelope and I as opponents are the ones that have departed. Okay, great.
Yes.
And
Yep.
Briv, like when Briv sees Alyndra like looking up like that, he's like, Alyndra, mine eyes are up here.
Don't look up.
Would you
everybody.
like the luck or not, Briv? I will take it back.
No takebacks.
We get to Widdle, who has apparently mixed acid and also celestial energy, and is just super soaker hosing a bunch of just demons behind everybody at this moment, and their like heads are just like melting straight down the middle, in horrible lines and screaming, and Widdle is just cackling, maniacally, and her little vampiric fangs, very
adorable.
aesthetic. Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
adorable.
goodness.
It's so cute.
Penelope, did you see your favorite?
Yes, I did.
So
I was hoping
good.
it would be the Baylor.
Just had another.
Oh, that would be great.
Alyndra.
Oh no, is this in the sorry. I'm in the
Yeah.
wrong place for some of our chaos.
Mm.
Well, that did just come in. So I'm going to have to say, Penelope, you are the closest thing that is near you right now is a demon with a 23 and a chaos roll. Penelope, Half-Pint, you switch your voices with someone else for a full minute.
I
So
just want the Baylor to talk now.
I'm gonna cast my fate to Briv.
do not wish to leave.
He leaves.
And then I am so distracted by Widdle with the fire hose of awesome. It's mesmerizing. Have you all seen what she's doing?
Little
they're
busy.
there with the giant hose of epicness.
Yes, it's awesome. I can't help but see it.
And there's an Archon.
Freely, there's something else upsetting that is happening as Alyndra is very confused, because she's not the only one. A bunch of demons are also confused, and they don't know how to react to things like this, like being sprayed down with holy water mixed with a little bit of acid, a little bit of alchemist fire. They're excited, and it's almost like that bloodbath scene, Blade, where they're like, "Woo, spring break!" and they're excited as they're melting in front of you. It's very upsetting what you were saying at this current moment. I apologize.
I understand why you guys didn't bring me to Theros before now, honestly. It's is it always like this here?
No.
And
Yes, it was kind of worse.
and unfortunately, another chaos roll. Todd has foreseen this roll and a D20 to keep it as a portent roll that lasts until you take a long rest.
Oof.
Ooh.
When does the DM
Ooh.
take a long rest?
Never.
Ooh. Never. Can verify. Never.
That is accurate. All right. We are back up to. Well, that Baylor went. No, that Baylor didn't go. Baylor's gonna go.
The one
Baylor's
who's
got
left.
shot.
The Baylor is gonna go, all right.
And you gotta go.
I mean, two of them have gone, so.
Flies immediately up to this Archon of falling stars, and it's almost dwarfed by the kind of like the celestial energy as it's like rushing towards the Baylor at the exact moment, and it's swinging its sword, and the Baylor just grabs this figure. You hear all of Theros excited to see this hero of legend. The Baylor just grabs it by the neck and snaps its neck. And it falls off of its mount, and then it stomps its hoof against the head of its mount, and it also descends, obliterating it.
Wait, like dead, or just like is the body still there?
You feel like the weave just shook and cracked open. Something celestial just died. And we are up to Freely.
How far away is the that Baylor?
That Baylor is, I would say, about 90 feet up in the air.
Excellent. I look at Orkira and I say, "Hey, you want
Yeah?
revenge, right?"
Yeah.
I take her hand and I thunderstep the 90 feet onto the Baylor.
I love Thunderstep. Thunderstep's the best.
That wasn't exactly what I was thinking, but all right, here we are.
Yep.
You grab Orkira while you're doing Thunderstep. Yeah, a bunch of demons are coming up through the steaming ocean at this moment in kind of a tidal wave coming over both of you at the moment, and then you Thunderstep and just kind of like knock them all back, and you appear on the Baylor's back.
Mm-hmm. And once I get there, hang on, let me just check one quick thing. Sorry.
You're good. It's okay to look things up. It's
No,
not
yeah, a
dangerous.
lot's happening. A lot's happening. Oh shoot! Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of a ton of bonus actions. I'm just going to appear on holding on to this thing, and I'm just going to be like, "You really shouldn't have done that!" And Hexblade's curse on this Baylor.
Okay.
So we'll get back to that next time. But having brought Orkira with me up here and hopefully holding on to this thing is it for me.
You are now
90
riding on the back of one of the most dangerous demons in the entire multiverse, with Orkira Ildrex. And I am very
Also, one of the
outfocused.
most dangerous demons in the entire
Also,
multiverse.
one of the most dangerous in the multiverse. Yep. I thought about Compel Duel, but I figure it's going to be trying to get to me anyway. So, yeah.
This entire time you hear Widdle just continuing to spray demons down with holy water. Oh god, this is really fun, guys. I don't know why. They seem to love it, though. I don't know. Oh, you want some more? Yeah, who wants the fire hose? Okay. little bit Orkira, a little bit Widdle in there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Penelope, what are you doing?
So Penelope is currently falling because she's no longer holding on to anything. But as she falls, she's going to turn with her back to the water, and she's going to look up at this Baylor, which I'm assuming she can see from here, yeah?
Yeah.
And she's just going to... And she's going to hold her breath, and then she's just going to... Pow! This little beam of light is going to come out of her forehead as she casts Feeble Mind at this creature.
Ooh.
Tell me about Feeble Mind.
So I blast the mind of a creature I can see within range, attempting to shatter its intellect and personality. So it's going to take 46 psychic damage and needs to make an intelligence saving throw, intelligence 18. If it fails, the creature can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way, as its charisma becomes, intelligence and charisma becomes a 1.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Ah.
All right, well, still take...
One moment, please.
Go ahead. It is a 19 with a +2.
It's 19 with a +2. What does it need to be?
Less than that.
18.
I will use my daily fate power. I'm gonna roll a d10, and it will be a penalty to their roll.
Go ahead.
Ooh. I believe in you, D10.
It's a 7.
Yeah. Is that enough?
That's enough?
Hey.
Also, did you see the Archon falling? We have to help it.
Little Busy!
I'm on it.
So 13 points of psychic damage, as well as, if that all worked, the creature now has an intelligence and charisma of 1, and the creature cannot understand language, activate magic items, or cast spells.
Oh boy, you just made a demon not so bright, not charismatic.
Derp.
Yep. Okay. You continue to see the Archon falling. Briv, you are now a Colossus. What do you do?
How far away? Where is that Baylor right now?
It is currently. It's actually very close to you because it just destroyed this Archon in the air.
What?
So it's within
Okay,
reach.
But it's flying in the air.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, commanding the Avatar Colossus to attack the Baylor, and
Okay.
as this is happening, you see that Briv is essentially like running, because Briv's pretty spry, and he's like running down the arm, and he's jumping off and attacking, and then the Colossus is basically as it's smacking, Briv's jumping back onto its arm for his next attack. So he's like staying with the Colossus as he's doing all this.
I gotcha.
You're Jaegering this thing. We got it.
Yeah. And all right,
It's
so
awesome.
first attack with a spear from the Colossus, and then the sword. So first attack, that's a 32, and then the next attack is a 28.
Both hit.
Okay, so from the Colossus, that means that I'll just take. Do you want me to just take the average damage that's in the?
You can average damage, or you can roll.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Don't
I
forget
like
your
average
D4.
damage because I know how arithmetic works. All right, so 27 points of piercing damage with the spear, and then 36 points of damage with the sword. And so I don't know how much that is total, but I hope you know arithmetic. And
Throw
then,
that D4 on there.
Yeah, I got it.
oh, the D4 is it to damage?
It was
Or attack.
to almost anything, I think.
Well, Briv is about to attack, so I might use it for that.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. I thought you.
Yeah. So that's the Colossus right there.
Ability
So then-
check, attack roll, damage roll, or saving throw.
Perfect. Got it. All right. So then Briv, let's see. So attacking, I'm trying to see if I have anything that allows me to attack 3 times, but I don't yet. So then
It is
all
kind
right.
of preposterous looking because the Baylor is very scary to everybody else, but to you, on top of this Colossus, it's just like he's poking a bat in the air.
And Briv was not scared anyway, even without his Colossus.
Okay, I
so-
understand. Yeah,
and
yeah.
so Briv first attack. Sorry, I'm on the wrong tab. So that is 26. Does that hit?
26 hits.
All right, and then ooh, bam, 20 on the die.
Yeah.
20 on the die. 20 on the die.
Chaos.
So that's 32 chaos. But I am also using a 4th level spell slot to smite.
Okay.
So you want me to get back to you with that damage?
You get back
or-
to me with that damage.
Okay, got it. I'm working on it now.
Widdle continues. Guys, this is the best thing ever. I love Theros. I've never been to Theros before, but this is great. I like hot demon summer. And just like left side of Storm Herald has just melted all of the demons and just demon Iker now. Still confused. Very confused demons why they're enjoying this experience.
Not here to yuck their yums though.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
mean,
hey, man.
Go for
Yeah.
Widdle.
Oh, he's talking about demons.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about Widdle.
Mordecai no los dos. Really, they can all be
Yeah.
into this. Yeah, it's just zone of safety. Zone of
That's
safety.
true, yeah.
It's like Rick and Morty. I don't understand. Do you like this? I'm watching Adam do math. I shouldn't be. It's up to you, freely. You're riding on the back of this Baylor.
No, I don't think
Oh,
think
did I miss you?
Orkira or Alyndra did a thing.
Something
Yeah.
got something got messed up. Sorry, I apologize. Orkira.
Briv, are you ready with damage? If not, I'll keep going.
I'm almost there. Sorry.
Okay.
And this is a fiend, correct?
Is a fiend.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna look at Freely and say, "Thanks for the ride. I'll be right back." I'm gonna fold in my wings. I'm gonna dive after the body of the Archon.
Okay, you dive.
I grab it. I'm gonna cast Revivify. I don't need a material component to do that, so I'm gonna. As we're falling, I grab this creature. My body lights up with fire, and then swarms into the body of this divine being. I'm gonna revivify it, and it comes back with half its hit points.
112 points of damage.
You cast a revivify.
Some of that's radiant, if it matters.
How much?
112 points of damage total. And I'm gonna have to parse this out just a little bit, but that is, or I need to add 3 more things up. But out of that 112,
Gotcha.
it looks like 42's radiant. No. The smite's radiant too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The smite's
Basically,
radiant.
everything but the weapon is radiant, unless
Yeah,
unless your
everything but
weapon
the
is
weapon.
radiant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. So yes, that is correct. So basically, remove 28 from 26 from that. So 112 minus 26 is
Still a lot.
112 minus 26 is 86 points is radiant.
Okay. Yeah.
And basically, Briv is still crawling back on the other side of the arm of the Colossus, and he kind of continues to take up his perch on its shoulder.
The Baylor is still up. Orkira Ildrex, you attempt to resurrect the Archon, and it does not resurrect.
Do I know why?
It grabs you by the throat.
The Archon grabs her by the throat.
Yep.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I know that's a bit
It's
surprising.
It's undead now.
Oh, what?
Alyndra.
Whoa, wait.
Okay,
that was
okay.
my action. And
That was your action.
okay, so because I have a couple questions, because I used Rise from the Ashes to make that work. Did
Okay,
any of
how
that...
does? Okay, you didn't. Okay, so tell me about Rise for the Ashes. How
Well,
does it
Rise
work?
from the Ashes means I don't need the material component in order to cast
True.
the spell. They come back with half of their hit points, and I take a -2 to everything that I do.
Right.
So my fire literally brings them back.
Except for this thing now is undead by the time you got to it and you cast that on it. So its type has changed.
So it wouldn't have worked at all.
Correct.
Okay. So I don't take the -2 because nothing happens.
Accurate.
It comes and all right, it's undead now?
It's undead now. Recently undead.
Okay.
Very.
Well, within 6 seconds, with less than 6 seconds, yes. Okay. I guess I'm still holding on to it. And we're falling because I can't do anything else at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm just
then-
falling with it into the water.
So I put some questions in chat, Todd.
Okay.
Can you take a quick look?
No, absolutely not. So yeah, you're very distracted and very confused. Let's go ahead and say like any attack roll you have is at disadvantage, but I don't want to make you useless in combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
We don't want that either.
Yeah.
I don't think you
I mean,
ever rolled that.
Every
at
time you're
home
doing
once that
something,
either.
you're just like, whoa.
that was a gift from Meagan.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why
that
Widdle
was
was the main
Meagan.
source. That was the main why Widdle was the main
Come
source
on,
of
Meagan.
distraction.
Oh, that's
I
good.
mean,
That's hilarious.
seriously.
Okay. So we have Orkira, the Archon came back as undead. That how?
Immediately.
It just
I don't
happened in
know
front
how.
of you. Yep.
It got
It-
hit. It
is-
was. It became undead.
I mean,
Yep.
how does the sun come up?
Exactly. That's where
I
we
mean,
are.
I know what Finger of Death is, but that didn't look like Finger of Death what the
Right.
Baylord
Let's. But
It's apparently
it
something's
did
happened
happen.
that we're not aware of yet. Yep.
Yeah,
Keep
It
rolling.
happened.
did. Yeah.
it happened.
No, sir. I don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
Um,
no one
I
should.
need to just look at something very quickly.
It's about to get a lot rougher when the paladins get to the undead thing.
Huzzah.
Yeah, I need you to get to the undead thing because I can't do anything about it right now.
All right. And after Alyndra, the Baylor is on deck.
Okay.
Briv's action is going to be fashioning a holy symbol for Orkira.
It's true.
His own
Listen, as
metal
soon as
from
I
his
have
bones.
more than 10 seconds to rub together.
Out of demon bones.
So Todd, I need to message you something before I try it.
Okay. Waiting for the
Secrets
incoming
don't
message.
make friends.
That's true.
So...
Yeah, well, I'm Penelope. I'm gonna message you something.
I
now,
stitched
too.
a
Hey,
bunch of
Lauren.
friends together with my secrets.
I'm going to message you something.
Hey, Adam, would you message me something?
I'm going to message you a secret.
I would like that. Yeah, thanks.
I forgot I have to talk like a Baylor.
It's true.
And the Baylor has to talk like Penelope.
True. True.
Too
the
bad it's
Baylor doesn't
gone.
look like Penelope is in the next world. Can you imagine going back to the abyss like, would you
Was
guys
that
be
for-
my friends?
Oh,
And
I
they're
thought
like,
I
Oh,
thought it
you
was
have to
this
die.
Baylor. Oh.
I want to kill everyone. Prepare to meet your doom.
In the parlance of Adam and the period of time he likes to evoke, they lost their tude. Right? Is that right? Is that 90s?
Just wow. Totally tubular, Todd.
Gotta just bring it. Wow.
Yeah. Some
Adam,
of us were
please
there
don't-
for that. How dare
Please
you?
don't kill me. Thank you. Did you send me said message?
I did. I realize it's going to take too long to use, but I still will need an answer to that question.
Oh.
Okay, so let's go ahead and deal with this Baylor. I would like this to be gone for now. Let's go ahead and use the banishment again. Seemed to be effective the last time. I
Okay.
shall use another banishment. It's a Charisma 19 save.
But it has no charisma left. Wait.
Yeah.
Well, then it goes
roll.
away.
Well, I mean, the could roll a 19 or 20 on the die.
Farewell.
It's
It could, but even like it'd have to roll a natural 20 because it's got a 1 for its charisma. So
really,
it's a
I
negative
imagine like
there.
because combat just is like persistent and stuff, and
Mhm.
like you're just like probably just still stabbing at it, and it just finally like pops underneath you. You're like, ha ha! Ha, I banished you with my sword. It was just like I go back to my home plane. In your mind.
I'm done.
Yep.
Peace.
Mhm.
I'm out.
Hey, that's right. You better run. Yep.
So yes, I reach into the fabric of the weave and I bend it time and space around it to encapsulate it in a dimensional transporting bubble pouch thing, and then send it back to the abyss from whence it came.
It completely disappears, and all the Baylors are off the field. And now there is a lot less demons in the ocean, as Storm Herald has still plugged the portal. And that brings us to Freely.
May I use my? I'd like to use the fate staff again. I will give this to Freely this time, so you have a D4 to throw on your stuff.
Perfect.
I see Orkira descending with this.
Mistakes were made. I have no idea what happened. So
with this undead thing, and I'm going to fold my wings in and plummet after her. And as I'm approaching this and we're coming down over the ocean of demons, the very last second, I just kind of pull my wings out and I just say, "You're not welcome here." And I am going to channel divinity, turn the unholy. I can sense your fiends and undead. Everything that can hear me within 30 feet has to make wisdom 19 or leave.
Like leave physically, or like
run.
Like...
Spend the next minute trying to get away from me.
It runs.
Well, but I mean,
it drops Orkira. Yeah, it drops Orkira and just flies away.
One, that's what I want, but two, there should be a whole heaping helping of demons near within 30 feet also.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, you're near the
like shockwave of demons underneath me. Yeah. Suddenly there's just like this giant crater of demons, like no, and the other ones who are confused and then they melted to the ground are mostly gone now. Who were confused, and now these ones are just like running. I will just say, as it starts to flee, and I like catch up to Orkira flying, I'm like, we're good with it just leaving, right? I mean, do we need to finish it because now it's an undead god? I wasn't clear on that. I just wanted it to let go of you, really. So
it is technically an attack of opportunity. I will say that.
Well, if I hit it, it'll break the turn. So I myself am not going to hit it because I mean, otherwise it'll just snap right out of it and come back. So
I got you.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I don't know how that happened. Like I was about to bring the thing back to life, and then it was just undead.
Okay. Well, theoretically, it's gonna come back if nothing happens to it between here. You know what? Let's just deal with the demon ocean, and then.
Yeah.
Right.
I just appreciate not having to deal with it while it's like right there.
Yeah. Right. No. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You look good. You look great.
I mean, I'm good as I can be. Yeah. What's next?
And that's it for me.
Perfect.
Yep.
It's okay. So it's attempting to flee. Penelope, what are you doing? Anything other than falling?
Yep. Specifically, it is turned. Like it and these demons are turned. I can turn demons along with undead, basically.
Most of these demons are now dead, and the rest are running.
So what's left on the field?
There's demons. The main present threat, though, is this weird undead archon that was once something angelic.
And where is Briv?
Briv is on top of a giant colossus, stomping the rest of the demons into goo. I would expect, right?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if it helps, Briv...
Actually, everything for you is an attack of opportunity, by the way. Like it flew right by you. So if you want to take the action.
Oh wait, with the Colossus, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're controlling the Colossus. The Baylor left the field of combat.
Well, the undead thing. The Baylor left this place.
Oh yeah, sorry. I will say even the Archon is like leaving.
Yeah, it could only have moved one round at this point, so it can't be that far.
So that's fine. But if it impacts what Penelope is doing, just real quick. Briv's intent is he gets a multiversal magic surge that he is convinced is part of his newfound divine powers, and he realizes that he can breathe underwater all of a sudden. And so he is already under the effects of freedom of movement.
Gotcha.
And so he is going to jump into the ocean and track down any fleeing demons because he is not going to allow them to harm his followers.
All right, you are running around the ocean, murdering the demons under the water.
This new SpongeBob reboot is metal.
Yeah, because the ocean is now mostly demon ichor at this point.
Who lives in a Colossus in the sea?
You are feeling a little bit, you feel a little weird under the water because you are breathing water, unfortunately. You know?
I do like salt, though.
Well, it's very salty down here, especially with the demon blood.
Well,
I mean, my favorite moment in Star Wars,
opened my mouth.
the Last Jedi is salt.
First,
You know, why'd you have to? You do that on purpose.
Because I like taunting my friends.
Todd cast a banishment spell.
I know how to get rid of a B-Dave.
But then he
Will-
comes back stronger and more powerful than you
It's
could
true.
possibly imagine.
wisdom damage you just did there, like attribute damage.
I need you to roll percentile die, Briv, because you got a lot of demon ichor all up in this water.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, if it helps, well, I don't know. I'm not going to throw that on you because Briv got that from another streamed game, and I don't know if we've talked about it. So I won't.
I'm all about it.
So he has a necklace of adaptation. That
So you wouldn't be breathing water. Okay.
right.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, both going on. That's valid. All right. So you are swimming in demon ichor. You're not drinking it, and you are tracking down demons.
I mean, I might like drink it after this is over. when
Okay.
It's safe to experiment with a new substance, but
you know,
not during.
you know how the night goes. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's relaxed. People are passing around some demon ichor. It happens. I guess that brings us to Penelope. We didn't get to do your thing. So
No.
Penelope, what are you doing? You
So-
dive into the ocean.
So has Briv hit the water at this point?
Yeah, Briv's in the water.
Okay.
Punch in the ocean.
Every once in a while, a demon erupts out of the ocean. And he's just like, "No, buddy, come back up."
You see metal like snake up and hook them.
Well, Penelope, knowing that Briv can handle anything, and Penelope wanting to go for a ride, she just throws her hands up and casts Tidal Wave on the rest of these demons.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I need
It's the right place for it.
right?
Lives in that ocean, but he does have freedom of movement.
Yes.
There's one demon left that's confused by freely, and it's surfing the tidal wave, like, woo! On the body of its friend, another demon.
Dexterity saving throw DC 18.
Man, these save DCs are high.
I mean, it's almost like we've been at this for years now.
It's almost like we've been playing this game for 3 years. It's
That
almost like
level 17 adventuring.
It's almost
Yeah.
like we earned it, and then went back down, and then earned it again, and then went back down.
Earned it repeatedly, yeah.
Yeah, like we've been through a bunch of timelines.
They all fail.
All right,
Much-
that's 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and they're technically all knocked prone.
Just see this
back-
wave of demons just get hit by a tidal wave of also dead demons. So they're part of the tidal wave, I think.
Oh my gosh, that's so metal.
Almost all of them are completely dead. Like all of these other demons are like running away because of what Freely did. They're afraid, and then a tidal wave of their own dead brethren comes up and strikes against them, killing the rest of the demons.
And Penelope just looks at Briv and just goes, "That was really fun."
And then Briv just goes, Huzzah! And then you see the Colossus like try to do it too, but I don't even know if it can speak.
And also Will's like, huzzah! Like spraying holy water in the air. Like it's super metal. It's great. That brings us to Briv, I guess. Weirdly enough. Oh yeah. The Archon is going to attack.
No, it's
Well,
not.
it let go. It's running.
No, it's leaving. Yeah, no,
it's running. So Briv, it's your normal turn.
Okay. I
Because
will.
you had an attack of opportunity. Sorry.
I will accept that. Is it near me? Briv is
No,
just going to.
Yeah.
Like, is it fleeing? Like it's gone?
It's fleeing right now because it's been turned.
Well, this Colossus can like run pretty fast.
That's true.
But Briv at this point in time, burst out of the ocean, and you see that like as he comes out, his armor is formed basically into the shape of one of the most majestic creatures in the entire multiverse, the narwhal. So it has like horn on the helmet and everything else. And as he comes out, he sees the Archon fleeing, and I will take an action trying to understand: are we trying to stop that, or are we letting it flee?
We should stop it. Freely was just making sure it wasn't gonna kill me.
Okay, so then that's fine. That's Briv's action, but then I'm going to command the Colossus to start like trudging toward it as fast as it can. It can move 60 feet.
You can hit it with an attack with the Colossus. It's that big.
Well, that's the other thing. If not, the Colossus can throw a spear. So which is going to be better? Like,
the spear.
okay, Colossus throws its spear at the thing, and that is going to.
You see, just a skyscraper-sized spear get thrown through the air, like a redwood tree just got thrown and
Yeah,
chucked
it's
at
got a
something.
600-foot range at the maximum.
Just imagine it's that scene out of 300 where you don't see anyone move and a spear is just like.
That's
Hey,
28.
Hey, Dad, I did great, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna get
28 to
hurt.
hit. Did that hit?
That hit.
That does 27 points of piercing damage.
It explodes.
And then
As an entire giant spear just goes right through the center of this undead angel.
if I am able to, because it's very important, if there are any, entrails or pieces of this thing left on it, the spear returns to the Colossus's hand immediately, so before the end of the turn.
Gotcha.
And I want to make sure that it carries whatever's left with it.
It does.
Okay. So the Colossus just starts holding it up, and then Briv walks down his arm and starts looking at it, and he's looking at it real close, and everybody, including the viewing audience at home, thinks he's about to lick it, but then he does not, because he's grown.
I appreciate that.
I'm so proud of you.
His arc is complete, everyone.
It's true. Wait a minute. Wait a
3
minute.
years to prevent the licking.
No, watching this movie, that means Briv's death is imminent. So no,
I
stop
know.
it. Lick it. Don't learn
Well,
anything.
Don't have an arc. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, no closure.
It's the story circle. He's just in a new quadrant of the story circle. It's fine.
I just want to know how much XP I got.
Look how Baltar got in Battlestar Galactica. Just don't have an arc.
I used to be a farmer,
You have the entrails, and you don't lick these entrails, but you see them just kind of turn into not glitter, but like shining dust, and the dust just kind of starts flowing up to the sky itself as the sun has begun to set. This thing wasn't. I apologize for my blurriness, but this is, you kind of sense, Briv, this thing didn't die in a normal way, and this thing is not of the prime material plane. This thing has been almost banished by dying in Theros.
Briv is going to do everything that he can, like he's going to shoot metal out into like almost like a spoon or something to try to like get himself into the alien glitter as much as possible.
Okay. I need religion checks from both Alyndra. I mean, anyone can make a religion check. I'm not trying to be exclusive.
Briv is just trying to
who the
collect
audience is.
evidence. Is
Yeah,
basically
absolutely.
samples. Yeah.
23.
23.
A lot
and-
less than that.
You know what? Let's just have some fun. Let's see
You
what
saw my
happens.
message, right? That I had sent.
I saw
before?
one of them. Yes, I saw that. Yes, I did.
Okay.
But there are extenuating circumstances.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got 3.
So you see how this thing sort of dissipated, and you remember when Palor died. This thing is not necessarily dead, but it has been vanquished from this material plane for good. You've heard of, not normally like angels. Angels tend, like celestial creatures can be like resurrected, but gods, when they are defeated, that's it for a long time. They're not allowed to come back. And this thing was more god than angel. So to have this Balor snap its neck was deeply disturbing. And the rest of the demons are vanquished, as there's one demon left, the one that rode the tidal wave, and it's still like, woo! it's fairly non-threatening at the moment. I expect someone could just walk by with Eldritch Blast.
So, real quick though, like if Briv perceives this, he is trying to make a point to his followers at this time.
Okay.
And he basically commands the Colossus to pick up that last demon. And again, this is all like telepathic that he's telling the Colossus, so it's not like put me down, but he's like doing this, and he commands the Colossus to demon held in one hand, Briv on a floating hand on the other, to come down to the island. And then Briv walks over to where the Colossus is being held, and he just raises his sword to all the people, doesn't say anything, raises the sword, and then walks over and slits the demon's neck and basically tries to decapitate it, even if it takes several hits. And then he's going to walk around with the head of the demon, and he's going to eventually just throw it on the ground. And then he says, "Thou art saved."
Very gross. And everyone's ears and arrows. Yay!
I shall always come to thy aid if thou dost need it.
The boiling stops around Storm.
Seeing as everything else seems to be vanquished here, I'm gonna nod it freely in thanks, and then head back and check on Widdle and check on everything, because I know Storm Herald is plugging the hole, but the hole is probably still there.
The hole is definitely still there.
Is Storm Herald and Widdle still there? Is
Oh yeah,
everything okay?
Whittle's like a little too jacked up right now. Whittle probably drank some of the demon ichor on purpose. So just like, yeah, just a little bit of Hudson from Aliens right now. Just like, just a little shooting. I got this one. That it twitched.
Yeah. Nope. You're doing great. Make sure you drink a lot of
stars.
Make sure you drink a lot of water before you go to bed tonight. Okay. All right. Yeah. And I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on Storm Herald and be around there just in case something goes wrong. And
okay.
That whole thing with the Archon bothered Orkira a lot, so she's just gonna hang out there and keep an eye on things.
If you get a point of inspiration.
Oh, sorry. What did you say?
You get a point of inspiration.
Excellent. And
from your followers.
Ultimately, with that, Briv over the telepathic bond just says, "I am a god of the people, and I am going to spend some time with them. I understand that there may be other tasks at hand, but please do alert me when it is time to leave this place, because even though they are my followers, I do not want to live with them. I want to live with thee. So please let me know before you leave."
I have several additional questions. With some point, we gotta move Storm Herald and figure out what's up with this hole and where it goes and why this is here and what it's got to do with Asmodeus or Baal. And also, I didn't know you were god and had worshippers. I feel like that's something you might have mentioned over like a mead by now, but whatever.
We have all been gods. You have little pretty wings. They even do things now.
They are, I am sort of bulking up my wings. That's true. Yeah, so I'm really confused. That's all. Just count me as confused and I'll be on the ship.
I'm sure Alyndra can answer thine questions. She does that a lot.
This seems like a Alyndra or Orkira co-promotion here, because I just watched a god die and become zombified. That just happened. So I'll tell you what I will do. I will perform a ceremony, an actual burial for the god, to help it ease this transition into the next world.
Briv throws glitter into a sack and gives it to him.
Before we do that, does the Archon have its spear?
It does.
I think we should at least examine it, if not take it with us.
Wait, where was the spear?
The Archon had it.
Yeah.
So in the legends, Heliod, the god of the sun, gave the Archon his spear to, and it was a spear that rivaled his own brilliance. This is the sign of the Archons of Falling Stars. This is how they balance the universe. It's how they exact their justice.
It didn't seem to do him a lot of good.
We are out of combat. Freely, you perform a ceremony. What is the ceremony like? You've never seen this happen before, I think.
It is very simple. I assume now that the chaos is somewhat subsided, you know, Theros is coastal. I try and find somewhere beautiful overlooking the water, and I put the stones over it to like build a little cairn and etch into the stone the name of it that would lay here, and I just say, we never met, and seem really great coming out of the sky. And obviously all those bad guys are really afraid of you, so that must mean you were doing something right. And I know you can't come back here. At least that's what Orkira tells me. But maybe you could go to Mount Celestia. That's a really great place. That's a really great place. And one way or another, you don't deserve to be left in this state. And you go be at peace.
All right.
That was really nice, Freely.
Oh, you were listening. You were listening to.
I would assume this Orkira had come. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well. I mean, I figured Mount Celestia is where I want to end up. I mean, I just seem. But even if it's just gotta stay here and look over the ocean, this isn't the worst place to wait out your time. I don't think.
No, I agree. I mean, hopefully they're off doing something else really good. Do you think we should bury the spear with it, or do you want the spear that Alyndra found?
Maybe hold on to it. I mean, we definitely got some gods that need stabbing, so that might be a weapon that's up to the challenge.
Okay.
Speaking of holding on to it, and I hold the phoenix staff out, I'm like, you want just use that? I realize like some of the stuff that it does you can't do, but it should help you do some of the things that you can do but can't right now because you don't have a symbol.
It won't let me do anything. I was just kind of using it as a relic, but I'm gonna go try to spend a little bit of time and maybe work on getting a holy symbol back. I don't know. I've never done that before, but no. You hold on to it because you can use that. Just every once in a while, I might just reach out and grab it for 6 seconds just to do that thing that I did.
I realized we kind of been like led around by the nose, like a lot. Honestly, a lot. That happens to us a lot.
Yeah.
We're really missing something here. Like that Baylor. Like why? How did they know that god would show up if they attacked right here? Because that Baylor went straight for it. Like it knew what it was doing.
I'm also a little concerned that Baylor was able to just do that in one hit. But here's the thing.
I mean, it hit me and hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, but that.
Well, yeah, I lived
that
through it.
Angel god creature should be able to, handle a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think we don't know. I mean, we've known for a while. We don't know what's going on, right? And I think I've kind of given up trying to figure it out. Let's just go find Belle, and if that sets off the trap, it sets off the trap. Because let's face it, we're bad at figuring things out, but we're really good at destroying things. So let's just set off the trap.
Wait, I got an idea. And I reach out and I just like take both of Orkira's hands. And I'm like, this is bound to work. And I just look straight up. We're on this mountaintop and I cast Thaumaturgy so my voice is loud. Hey, good gods at Theros. Hi. We just, kind of fought an army and just tried to help because that's what we do. But we could use a little bit of an assist here. So if anybody's listening, anybody nearby might want to talk. We're listening.
Yeah, I'm listening a lot. I mean, I really should go work on the holy symbol because I feel like the Phoenix is going to be kind of pissed if I start talking out their gods. But yeah, I mean, it can't hurt to get some. And frankly, if I didn't think we should just go right for Belle, I'd say let's go back to Mount Celestia and go talk to your friends who could bless Storm Herald.
Orkira, it was a difficult decision for me, but I shall be thy god if thou dost wish it.
No, Briv, I didn't lose a god. I have a god. I just don't have a holy symbol, which makes it hard to do things.
Oh, I can make one of those too. I'm like a blacksmith. I'm surprised no one has ever asked me about that.
You know, one of these days, I'm gonna ask you about that, and we should compare notes when we have more
I
than.
mean, I'm made of metal. Blacksmithing makes a lot of sense. So.
Are you going to make a holy symbol out of the metal in your body?
Oh no, that's incredibly strange. Why would thou asketh that?
Because that's what it sounded like you were offering.
No, I'm just saying that metal is kind of, surrounding me all the time, so it is a good idea that I know how to work it. And I definitely know how to work it.
No diggity.
No
doubt.
Sometimes I really.
I'm not gonna say the next part.
Sometimes I really regret this party line that Alyndra created.
But you should.
You're
Thank
welcome.
Thank you, Briv. I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna go take care of that now. Yeah.
Very well, I'll be someone else's god.
I think you have a whole bunch of people here.
Oh, kind of like groupies. I kind of wanted a cleric. There are no clerics yet, but we'll see if we can train them.
I mean, that takes time. Cleric that's a while, and you got to give some special attention, and you got to be their friend, and you got to help them out and find out more about them. If you're just gonna give someone clerical powers, that's not. I mean, trust me, I've now learned you shouldn't just give anyone powers from your god, because then things like water deep happen.
Sounds like too much work, so probably no clerics, but yes.
Have you considered warlock packs? That worked out great with Daisy. You didn't meet Daisy. You'd have liked her. See, I also have backstories that you're not familiar with. Stuff happened to me too, Briv.
Anyway, I'm gonna go find
freely.
I'm gonna go find Alyndra and see if I can get working on this, which I feel is a weird thing to say because I know Alyndra can hear me right now. Hey, Alyndra, where are you?
I'm in the library on Storm Herald.
Perfect. I'll be there in a moment.
See
and
then.
Out loud, just so that Freely really is the only person who could hear, I'll say, that really was very beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Hopefully, I don't have to do anything like it anytime soon.
Agreed. And yeah, I'll go find Alyndra.
Okay. You go find Alyndra.
Hey.
Hi.
You okay?
It's just that all of that shouldn't have happened.
No, I agree. Yeah. It's all bad. Can I get your help for a second?
Of course.
So, I could have helped a lot more there, except I'm kind of without a holy symbol, and the Phoenix wants me to start writing a new book, and I think that's probably what I need to do. I don't know how to write a book. How do you start writing a book?
Well, do you have an idea of the story you want to tell?
I mean, the Phoenix just said that they wanted the story of them without it being something that was going to be exploitative, which, I mean, yeah, I don't want to do anything like that. I just, how do you, like, am I doing, like, a history book? Am I doing a fiction book? Am I, like, I don't even know how to start a book.
Usually at the beginning. Once upon a time is always a good start.
Okay.
Or you could start with where they came from. Their first memories. The thing about stories is you can tell them however you'd like.
Which is kind of beautiful, but also, like, daunting. Like, where do you start? Also, I guess I gotta ask some more questions now that the Phoenix can talk a little bit about that. I don't know a lot of the answers, but okay.
try and think of a beginning, a middle, and an end. Figure out how you've grown. Conflicts. Adventures. Challenges. Friends.
Okay. And she's going to sit down next to you and pull out the blank book and the quill that she got from the library at the First World of the Norn.
And stories
And-
don't have to be told in words.
I mean, the words are hard enough. I have never tried to draw illustrations.
Fair.
That might be a later problem. I don't know if I can. Yeah.
Whatever's most comfortable for you. And know that your first draft is always going to be terrible. And
Okay.
that's okay. As long as you're putting the words down, that's okay.
Okay. Let me try. And she'll open up to the first page, and inspired by Alyndra, and despite the fact that she has no idea how to write a book, in beautiful handwriting, as recently she learned that the best way to learn a language was to copy it, and so she's become proficient in calligrapher's supplies. She starts to write, and the first sentence she writes is, "Once upon a time, I had a very good friend." And she's going to start to write the story of meeting the Phoenix and what she knows. And she's going to tell the story from her perspective and what she knows about her own god.
Perfect. Penelope, what are you doing?
Penelope has spider climbed from the ocean back
I'm sorry, what voice?
It's been a minute.
I've never heard someone use it that way.
It hasn't been a minute in here.
It's
that's
been
all
a
I'm saying.
minute.
Penelope has spider climbed up to the Storm Herald and is who else has made it to Storm Herald at this point?
I think everyone.
Everyone. Okay, then Penelope's probably gonna look for Freely if Freely is free, and just kind of like tug on him and just say,
So, what are we gonna do about this hole that we're currently plugging up? We can't stay here forever.
Yeah, we could just fly up really quickly and you could turn into a whale and drop on it.
And then I would have to stay there?
I mean, we'd come and get you out again. I mean, like, we got you out last time.
I probably should have gone to Alyndra with this problem.
Well, I mean, ultimately, yeah, that's I'm not the tactician of the team, but I get results. Okay, wait a second. New plan.
I like it.
Maybe we could just go down in the bottom of the ship and see if there's a way off so we can see what's on the other side without having to unplug the hole first.
Yeah! Let's go right now! Let's not tell
Yeah,
anybody!
yeah,
Let's just
no,
go!
Yeah, Alyndra wouldn't have suggested that we go without telling anybody, and then I could very much take her hand and like run down into the depths of the ship.
Alyndra's distracted right now because every 5 minutes Orkira looks at her and says, how do you spell revivification?
R-E-V-I
20 minutes later.
C-A-T. There's your cat on stream. I got it in there.
In the Book of the Phoenix, it's got to be like that last book for Game of Thrones. So
Oh, too soon.
Hey.
Too soon.
well, I didn't come out a friend. So Freely, Penelope, you get to the very bottom of Storm Herald, and you see that Widdle's been up to some hijinks, as there are a lot of bottles of alchemist fire suspended from the rooftop of, the ceiling of this room, and there is a giant metallic hatch that was glowing red, is blasted, that she had constructed at the bottom of Storm Herald, almost like a bomber bay.
What's going on?
First of all, I love this.
There's even there's a bunch of framed pictures of all of you all around Storm Herald, because frankly, Will's been jacked up on Demoniker and she's very fast. So all the framed photos that you got and paintings and everything of everyone from Heroes of the Plains are now up around Storm Herald haphazardly. There's a lot of kind of like World War II kind of paintings around in this bomber hatch as well.
I just motioned for Penelope and to come down, and like both of us kind of put our ear against the floor, which theoretically is over the chasm, and just listen. Do we hear moaning and wailing and gnashing of teeth of like things trying to claw through the hull? I mean, because I feel like that would be kind of unmistakable before we potentially open this hatch.
No, it feels cold. And the ocean was boiling.
In the psychic link, I just say, hey, Briv, arm wrestling competition down here at the bottom of Storm Herald right now. You gotta come right now. This is the next second, though.
Very well. And
I feel like someone's being emotionally manipulated right now.
so one, he failed his wisdom save. So quick question: how big is this chasm?
We don't know. I mean, Storm Herald's the size of a castle, and we plugged.
I guess what I'm saying
I would
is,
say about sinkhole, like a really terrible sinkhole.
It's too big for an Avatar Colossus to like just stand in.
I think you can squeeze through it.
Like, could that plug the hole?
I mean, if you sit in it, maybe your butt is big enough.
I'm asking.
I'm just gonna say it.
Physically, could it do it?
Yeah, you could stick your booty on the.
No.
I'm just saying.
Not gonna live in indignity. I mean, but it could like kneel or something, right?
This is a very weird moment of half in, half out Colossus, in one dimension and the other. So, okay.
So basically, as Briv is coming to the